about you now. Let's talk about what you've been doing at the Ten Goose Gym. Berto was there for his fight for Ortiz. He was training there a couple of days. Khan has stopped by as well. But right now, you're training Brandon Rios, who was rumored to be on this card, but as we heard today, it's not. It's not the way it's going down. But Brandon has been at the gym. He has been working out. He doesn't have a fight signed, and that's something that has been somewhat missing as of late with Brandon. Where he just starts to work when he gets the fight. Right now, you've been working with him. What have you worked with him on?
Well, like I say, that's the way a professional should be working. They're not supposed to be training right when they get a fight. I think you stay in shape and then be ready for a fight. Brandon called me. It's gonna be a month already. He called me and asked me if I could help him out. Before I even decided to make that decision, I had called Robert Garcia. Robert's a good friend of mine, and out of courtesy and respect, I give him a call and told him that if it was okay for him, if I could train Brandon, and he gave me the green light. It's just the respect that I see in the sport of boxing, because a lot of fighters go to the trainers and they don't give that courtesy call. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to, but I am like that because I have a good relationship with Robert. He has many fighters that he has, and I look up to Robert because I want to be one of those trainers that could build world champions. And Brandon came to me, and Brandon's been working hard. We lost going on 17 pounds in 4 weeks, which I'm very impressed. He works hard. He hasn't complained to me yet. Just little nagging, my leg hurts. Because we've been working a lot of footwork, a lot of head movement, speed. I'm not saying that he's gonna use that speed inside the ring, but eventually his head might click in there, and it may come out. But mostly, what I'm trying with him right now is losing the weight and using that footwork, because he could fight. Brandon could fight. You seen him. I was just watching one of his fights last night. And I was just telling him this morning against John Murray. He goes, "Man, I went in that fight all dried out. I didn't. I dried out so fast." And the mistakes that he was making before fights was he was losing 10, 15 pounds a week of the fight. I go, with that, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to tolerate that. I told him, we start losing weight right now while you're in camp. When we start camp, I go, that's when we can start getting hard sparring. I have him sparring right now, little guys that don't have too much experience. So how to see how his reflex are. I have my nephew working with him, so again, he could fight right-handed southpaw. Training is coming along with him. We're getting along good. We haven't had disagreements, anything at all. But most of all, Brandon's coming along. He's doing good.
Talk to us about that relationship. You said that you gave a courtesy call to Robert Garcia. I know at the time you guys were actually both training Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. for his fight for Badu Jack up until he got injured. Talk to us about why that relationship and why that courtesy is more needed in boxing than what it's being shown.
Well, I know Robert since I was a kid. Robert used to come to our gym who's been my teacher, my mentor, Joe Goosen. Robert used to come and spar back in the days with Gabriel and Rafael Relas. And it's just respect. I grew up in the streets, and if you have something or someone coming to you, you got to talk to that person. And Brandon and Robert, they've been good friends since Brandon got here from Kansas. So for me, and my heart is just to give him that courtesy call and let him know, hey, because you don't want to have bad vibe. I don't want to be one of those trainers in the business of boxing that you hear, oh, he stole my fighter. Oh, don't get close to him because he's gonna steal his. I don't want to be known like that. And we were training Chavez Jr. up in Big Bear, and we had a great. We think alike the way we were working with Chavez. But it was, like Brandon said, Robert and I we became too much good friends. And I told Brandon, you and I are cool, but I don't want to drink with you. I don't want to go party with you. I want to have a good relationship with you in the gym. And outside the gym, we were cool, but I don't want to party with you. I want to keep a business, and this is the time that he needs to resurrect his career. I go, boxing, it's a short career, so you got to take advantage of it now. You made money. You made a lot of